Tuberculosis is caused by a bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The bacteria usually attacks the lungs, but TB bacteria can attack any part of the body, such as the kidney, spine, and brain. Awareness about the disease, its diagnosis, and treatment among the public will help in the elimination of this devastating disease. At MediCircle, we present to you the World TB Day Awareness Series, where we are featuring eminent clinical pulmonologists, immunologists, and chest physicians treating tuberculosis, through which we aim to create awareness and educate the people about the vast impact of TB around the world. Hi, I'm Smita Kumar, and today our guest for this doctor's talk is Dr. Madhu Mohare. Dr. Madhu is a consultant pulmonologist at Apollo Hospital, Mysuru. He has experience of over a decade in the medical industry. Dr. Madhu has worked with various eminent healthcare organizations like Frontier Lifeline Hospitals and MIOT hospitals, etc. Hi, Dr. Madhu. Welcome to MediCircle.
Hello, Smita. Thank you for the warm welcome.
You're most welcome. Let's begin with the questions with what we have for the discussion around TB. So we live in a country where catching a cold and cough is often not taken seriously. What advice would you give to identify a symptom as a red sign for TB?
Yeah, I mean, as you rightly said, cough and fever are most common symptoms, especially after this COVID-19 pandemic has taken over. Most of us are scared about any respiratory ailments.
Yes.
But tuberculosis is a disease which has been there since many years, and we are still struggling to kind of eradicate this disease. And
Sure.
among the various symptoms of tuberculosis, and as you rightly said, it can affect various organs of the body. Almost, I would tell any organ of the body, every organ of the body, it can affect. And the most heralding symptoms of tuberculosis would be cough, fever, loss of weight, loss of appetite, which are unexplained, and generalized weakness, easy fatigability. बहुत दिनों की खांसी रहना, रोज बुखार होना, may
जी.
not be 9900 degrees, even mild symptoms of mild raise in temperature, fever, बहुत दिन की खांसी है, भूख नहीं लग रहा है, वजन कम हो रहा है,
जी.
all these symptoms, and especially related to the organ affected. What I'm telling, cough, fever, is most likely involving the lungs, what we call as pulmonary tuberculosis. So depending on the organ affected, if it is a intestine, it could be altered bowel habits. कुछ दिनों के लिए लूज मोशन होना, कुछ दिनों के लिए कॉन्स्टिपेशन होना, and
जी.
again constitutional symptoms would be remain the same, that is fever, loss of weight, and loss of appetite. If it is genitourinary tuberculosis, it could be infertility in young men or women. And if it is brain tuberculosis, it can present again with high grade fever, seizures, epilepsy, मिर्गी जो बोलते हैं,
जी.
या फिर altered level of consciousness, all these things. So depending on the organ affected, but the most significant symptoms, as our brand ambassador Amitabh Bachchan also is showing in advertisements, it would be loss of weight, loss of appetite, and fever, and especially khasi, cough for more than 2 weeks.
Okay. So my like we have identified that there are a lot of symptoms, but people generally don't take it seriously. Like, but how can one identify that it is a TB infection or a TB disease, and what are the risk factors of both? क्योंकि बहुत बार ये जो इन्फेक्शन होता है कई बाकी सांस और इनकी बीमारियों से काफी सिमिलर होता है. सो उसके कैसे हम लोग आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि ये टीबी इन्फेक्शन या टीबी डिजीज है और उसके रिस्क फैक्टर्स क्या हैं?
One important thing what you mentioned was TB infection and TB disease. Both are different, because being in a country like India, almost 90 to 95% are exposed to TB infection.
Okay.
Yeah, TB infection hona doesn't mean that we have TB disease. So
Okay.
TB infection will manifest into disease when our immunity goes down, and when the bacteria starts attacking the organ and flares up the disease. So TB infection per se does not mean disease, and TB infection can be diagnosed by the skin test, what we normally do, like Manto test or PPD test,
Yes.
and there is a blood test also called as quantiferon TB Gold. I mean, depending on the organ affected or the symptoms we are testing, like sputum है या फिर urine है या फिर cerebrospinal fluid है, all these things can be tested for checking the TB infection.
Okay.
टीबी डिसीज जो है वो अगर हमारा इम्यूनिटी कम हो रहा है या
जी
फिर हमारा न्यूट्रिशन प्रॉपर नहीं है, हमें डायबिटीज है, शुगर्स अनकंट्रोल्ड है, कार्डियक प्रॉब्लम है, किडनी प्रॉब्लम है, डायलिसिस हो रहा है, या फिर बहुत दिनों के लिए हम स्टीरॉइड्स गोली ले रहे हैं, तो when our immunity goes down, when our nutrition is not proper, the TB infection can turn into TB disease. And as I said earlier, the heralding symptoms of the TB disease again would be low grade fever running for many days, loss of weight, loss of appetite, cough, and other symptoms depending on the organ affected.
okay uh
And the risk factors for tuberculosis again would be malnutrition and lowered immunity, which could be because of taking steroids for a long time, और जो जिम जाते हैं या फिर बॉडी बनाने के लिए स्टीरॉइड्स लेते हैं, एनाबॉलिक स्टीरॉइड्स है, या फिर लड़कियां जो बॉडी मेंटेन करने के लिए डाइट करते हैं, दे वांट टेक प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशन, या फिर अनीमिया है, या बहुत दिनों क्या किडनी प्रॉब्लम है, डायलिसिस हो रहा है, ऑल दिस इम्यूनो कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग कंडीशन, ट्रांसप्लांट हुआ है, उसके लिए हम इम्यूनोसप्रेसेंट्स या स्टीरॉइड्स ले रहे हैं, ऑल दिस कैन प्रीडिस्पोज टू ट्यूबरक्यूलोसिस.
okay Dr. Madhu, TB और HIV में क्या कनेक्शन है? Is there a connection between TB and HIV?
Definitely, there is a connection, and because of the resurgence of HIV, when we found out HIV as a main immunocompromising disease in 1990s, TB came back. So till then, TB was kind of a disease which kind of going for eradication. But with the resurgence of HIV, TB again has come back because tuberculosis is a disease seen in immunocompromised people. So again, as we know, HIV is a human immunodeficiency virus where it lowers the immunity. So thereby, even with normal TB infection, can flare up and cause tuberculosis disease in HIV patients, and it may not manifest the normal way in HIV because of their lowered immunity. They may not have the common symptoms of high grade fever or loss of weight, loss of appetite, but we have to have a kind of keen eye for suspicion for tuberculosis in HIV patients. And HIV patients are very much prone to tuberculosis. And as I said earlier, it can affect any and every organ of the body in HIV patients also.
Okay. One last question on this: that what are the underlying causes of tuberculosis? Like तपेदिक के जो कारण है, बहुत सारे ऐसे कारण हैं जो generally, जैसे malnutrition is a wide known reason. What are the other reasons which may cause TB?
Yeah, I mean, they are not the causative factors, but they are the risk factors and the kind of predisposing factors for tuberculosis. Malnutrition, of course, is a main reason, and malnutrition, lowered immunity, which could be acquired or it could be inherent. Some children may be born with inborn errors of metabolism or acquired, innate reduced immunity, or some patients may have to take steroids for a long time, either due to kind of transplant patients or connective tissue disease patients like rheumatoid arthritis or SLE. They have to take immunocompromising medicines, including steroids, for a long time. Or patients who have chronic kidney disease who require regular dialysis, or chronic heart disease patients with a heart failure, or nowadays organ transplants have been increasing very much. So post-transplant patients, either kidney transplant, liver transplant, heart transplant, they are all on long durations of immunocompromising drugs or steroids. All these, and especially these blood disorders, hemophilia, या फिर kind of anemias or bone marrow transplant patients, all these patients are at risk of acquiring tuberculosis infection and causing tuberculosis disease. And you also, as you said earlier rightly, HIV and AIDS is one of the most important reasons for resurgence of tuberculosis because of the lowered immunity in affected patients. So all these are the risk factors. And of course, with our changing lifestyle and modern lifestyle, when we don't have proper nutrition, when we skip our diet, and when we are exposed to various stress factors, even in healthy people also, tuberculosis, especially of the lymph glands or lung tuberculosis, is coming back very much. And especially what I have seen more often is eye tuberculosis. When patients complain of kind of seeing colors or blurred vision, and when they are undergoing retina evaluation, most of the times they would be suspected for tuberculosis evaluation, and we are found to be positive for tuberculosis.
Okay.
So these are the various risk factors and predisposing factors for tuberculosis. can predispose one to acquire TB infection and cause disease.
But Dr. Madhu, this, TB, tuberculosis of your eye would not be that much common. Like how prevalence is there is that of in India?
No, probably because I'm in a tertiary hospital, I get references from ophthalmologists to evaluate for tuberculosis. But in a society, it may not be that common. I mean, lung tuberculosis, lymph node tuberculosis are more common. Then come the brain tuberculosis, the bone tuberculosis, and other organs, including the GIT and genitourinary tract.
यहाँ पे मैं एक बात पूछना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर मधु कि ये जितने तरह के भी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस है ऑल आर क्योरेबल एंड प्रिवेंटेबल, ये सारे
Definitely curable if
इलाज मतलब लाइलाज नहीं है इसमें से कोई भी?
ऐसा नहीं है. And one important reason, I mean, one important point I would like the viewers to make notice of is tuberculosis is a curable disease. अगर आप पहली बार जो सिम्टम्स आते हैं आप प्रॉपरली इवेल्युएट करते हैं और दवाइयाँ ठीक तरह से लेते हैं तो 6 महीने या फिर मैक्सिमम 9 महीने या फिर 1 साल में आपका ट्यूबरक्लोसिस क्योर हो सकता है.
जी.
अभी क्योंकि बहुत बार टीबी का जांच लेट होता है या फिर दवाइयाँ प्रॉपरली नहीं लेते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आप दूसरे बीमारियों को कंपेयर करेंगे तो टीबी का मिनिमम इलाज है 6 मंथ्स का. And it is very difficult for patients to take 4 to 5 tablets every day for 6 months. So most of the times they kind of stop the treatment in between, and this will lead to drug-resistant tuberculosis.
Yes.
So for this drug-resistant tuberculosis, the treatment is different. It will go for program RNTCP जो है गवर्नमेंट का प्रोग्राम है उसमें जाता है और 9 महीने या फिर 1 साल 1.5 years 2 years तक इलाज चलता है और इसमें इंजेक्शंस भी लग सकते हैं 2-3 महीने के लिए. So it is all difficult. So, what I would like to viewers to understand and take notice is TB पहली बार जो आता है वो पूरा क्यूरेबल है, 100% क्यूरेबल है अगर आप प्रॉपरली इलाज लेते हैं. जो भी 6 महीने का है या फिर 9 मंथ्स का है, प्रॉपरली अगर आप लेते हैं तो पूरा क्यूरेबल है. एंड ये नहीं कि एक बार आ गया तो दूसरा बार नहीं आता है. अगर आप बचपन में टीबी का इलाज किए हैं तो when you are more than 50-60 years, when you have diabetes and other immunocompromising conditions, the TB can reactivate. So अगर आपका इम्यूनिटी लो हो रहा है, आपका न्यूट्रिशन प्रॉपर नहीं है या फिर आप पहली बार टीबी का इलाज प्रॉपरली नहीं किए हैं तो आपको दोबारा भी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस हो सकता है. Especially coming to lung tuberculosis, what I would like to tell the viewers is क्योंकि आप अकेले सफर नहीं होते हैं, क्योंकि आपका जो पहले 2 महीने का है, अगर आपका टीबी लंग्स में, फेफड़े में छेद है, आप खांसी करते हैं या फिर थूकते हैं, तो उसमें भी टीबी का बैसिलस हो सकता है, बैक्टीरिया हो सकता है. तो इसीलिए इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू यूज पर्सनल प्रोटेक्शन एंड मास्क एंड टेक बी इन आइसोलेशन स्पेशली इन द फर्स्ट 2 months ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट. नहीं तो आपसे आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स, फ्रेंड्स को भी टीबी इन्फेक्शन स्प्रेड हो सकता है. तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू टेक पर्सनल प्रोटेक्शन एंड प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट as advised by the doctors.
So thank you so much, Dr. Madhu, for sharing this vital information about tuberculosis. I think our viewers would be definitely more educated and aware about this disease. As जितने भी पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो भी टीबी के पेशेंट्स है उसमें करीब 8 कंट्रीज है, 8 ऐसे देश हैं जो पूरे के पूरे टीबी काउंट का करीब 2/3 है, यानी 2/3 है, जिसमें इंडिया जो है वो लीड करता है. और जैसा कि भारत सरकार ने 2025 तक का एक मिशन भी दिया है टीबी फ्री इंडिया के लिए, जिसके लिए बहुत सारे काम किए जा रहे हैं, बहुत सारे पैकेजेस आए हैं, बहुत सारे प्लान्स एंड प्रोग्राम्स हैं जिसपे काफी सारे डॉक्टर्स, गवर्नमेंट और इंडिविजुअल बॉडीज काम कर रही है. तो हमारा उद्देश्य यही रहेगा कि हम अपने मेडिसर्कल चैनल के थ्रू काफी हद तक लोगों में जागरूकता फैला पाएं. साथ ही साथ छोटे से छोटे बीमारी, जैसे आपको खांसी हो रही है लेकिन आप अपने स्पूटम की जांच कराएं, आपको लगातार फीवर हो रहा है, तो जैसे डॉक्टर मधु ने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि आप अपने डॉक्टर के पास जाकर के इलाज कराएं, क्योंकि जो पहला टीबी है दैट इज कंप्लीटली क्योरेबल, वो पूरी तरह से उसका इलाज संभव है. लेकिन जो वापस जो आ रहे हैं होने के बाद तो वो पूरी तरह से क्योरेबल नहीं भी हो सकता. इसलिए आप लाइटली न लें और इसकी पूरी तरह से रोकथाम करें, अपने और अपने परिवार की सुरक्षा करें. थैंक यू डॉक्टर मधु फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस एट मेडिसर्कल.
थैंक यू.